hold these pressers. Today with us are Deputy Secretary of CPC Provincial Committee Ma Keqiang, Deputy Secretary of Wuhan CPC Municipal Committee Hu Lishan. Now let's give the floor to Mr. Hu Lishan first. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen and dear friends from the press, yesterday, General Secretary Xi Jinping made important remarks asking that the cadres and party members should depend on the people in order to win this battle against the epidemic. Premier Li Keqiang, under the commission of General Secretary Xi Jinping, came to the epicenter to review and supervise our work, showing that the Central Party Committee have been following closely and show great concern, which is a boost of our confidence. The Wuhan municipal government will act strictly according to the instruction of the Central Party Committee and prioritize the prevention and control work, depend on our people in order to win this war. Besides strengthening community-level prevention, we have done the following aspects of work. First is to mobilize the grassroots, and we have kickstarted the wartime emergency response. The party members and city leaders will be taking the leading role. So there is a strict level-to-level response mechanism. From the 26th, the administration and at the community level have increased their number of personnel, identified their responsibilities in order to carry out the work. Second, we have strengthened categorization in terms of screening. The communities need to do detailed screening of their living quarters. The community medical service need to do screening and categorization of a fever patient and give different recommendations as to stay-at-home medical watch and diagnosis and treatment at the fever clinic due to their different conditions, so as to better prevent cross-infection. Right now, the problem of long waiting line and long waiting time has been effectively resolved. We also have organized the communities to register the fever patients at the community level so as to make sure that the medical watch is carried out in a strict manner and make records accordingly. The stay-at-home medical watch patients, it's looked after by 4 professional personnel, a medical worker, a police, a community service worker, as well as a so-called grid worker. They have to stay at home. Once their condition got more critical, speedy arrangement must be made to send the patient to the designated hospital. And also, the neighbors will be reminded of this important information. We also want to strengthen publicity using broadcasting at the community level as well as multiple forums to mobilize community resources and power to carry out publicity. And we also act upon the central government's instruction and write a letter to the Wuhan residents to publicize and educate the people of the scientific knowledge that is related to pneumonia, so that the residents can reduce their travels, their and gatherings in order to strengthen the prevention control. Fourth, we have carried out severe inspection of farm markets to clean out the garbages and do more strict hygiene and sterilization of these key places. Sixth, we have strengthened cares for the residents, including disclosing information in a timely manner, arranging vehicles, especially the picking up of the medical staff and the transportation of fever patients. We have made a more comprehensive register of the contact info of our residents. For those people who are staying at home for medical observation, as well as people who single household, we are aiming at addressing their problems, and also we want to strengthen the medical resources. After we have shut down the transportation of the city, we, on the one hand, strengthen the supply at wholesale market. The two major wholesale markets have been exempt of transaction fee so as to encourage the grocery vendors to enter Wuhan market. We also have increased procurement from Yunnan and Hainan. Both of them are major vegetable and grocery producers, so as to ensure the daily necessities of our residents. We also take measures to ensure that the logistic channel are smooth and open. Multiple measures were taken to lead and guide our residents to consume in a sensible manner and warn them that it's not necessary to do hoarding so as to drive up the price. So far, the grocery reserve of our city is abundant enough to guarantee that their daily necessities of our residents can be met and the price will remain stable. The prevention control of this epidemic is a daunting task and uphill battle. We'll continue to carry through General Secretary Xi Jinping's instructions and Premier Li Keqiang's remarks when he visited Wuhan. We will depend on the people and unite the whole city to work towards the same direction in order to fight and win this battle against the epidemic. That's all I have to say today. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hu Lishan. Now the floor is open to questions. Please identify yourself before asking the question. And with China Daily, my question